This is the Aftermarket Radio Network.
Well, hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Auto Repair Marketing Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Walker, and my co-host today is Caroline Legrand. And we are continuing with our series on marketing by the months. And this month we are talking about preparing for April's marketing. So before we get too far in, I'd like to thank our sponsors. Thank you to our friends at RepairPal for providing this episode. As shop owners, we were part of RepairPal's certified network. You can learn more at repairpal.com/shops. And are you ready to convert clients to members? AppFueled specializes in creating custom apps tailored specifically for auto repair businesses. Build client loyalty. Get started today with your own customer loyalty app. Visit appfueled.com. Hey, Caroline.
Hey, Brian. How's it going?
Oh, going good. Good to have you back in the studio today as we work on this series. Excited to talk about April and the marketing that shops may consider doing for April.
April is my favorite month because it's my birthday.
Oh.
So everybody should make a post about that. I'm just kidding. You should talk about your staff's birthdays and celebrations, but it's just fun. A springy month. March is like still sometimes a little cold. Like in Miss Congeniality where they ask her what the perfect day is. It's in April, I think, or it's in March or April, and it should be in April. So it's just a good month.
Well, for those of you who are listening to this episode as the first one, you haven't listened to January, February, or March. What we're doing here is we're doing an episode for each month of the year where we're going to be talking about some of the things that you should be thinking about when you are going to be planning your marketing for April. So ideally, you'll be listening to this April one sometime in February or early March at the latest, so that you have some time to actually plan for it. And we'll talk about things like, monthly themes, things that are just happening in the world or in the industry. And I say it's not like news events, because these will be applicable for, not just 2025, but other years as well. But things that are happening, I guess, because of the seasons and, just things that impact auto repair on certain times of the year. So we'll be talking about that. And then we'll also talk about some of those, funny days of the year kind of things that you can do some marketing around. So Caroline, why don't you go on and bring us in to April marketing?
One of the most notable things I think for April in terms of auto repair is that it's the first of the two national car care months. So April is spring car care month. That's a great time. We talk all the time about educating your customers about maintenance and what they should be doing for their vehicle throughout the year. But spring is a really big time to focus on that as the seasons are changing. Coming back into warmer weather, no matter where you are in the country, things are probably warming up in May and April. So whether you're talking about tire changeover, switching over to summer tires, spring maintenance, spring cleaning, any of those things, talk about it under the pretense of spring car care month. I know we have some clients or friends in the industry too who have done car care clinics during April. The other one, fall car care month, is October. So it's got those two kind of midpoints of the year. Posting car care clinics and posting about that on social media where people can come in, get a quick inspection, learn how to check a couple of things on their vehicle for themselves without giving them like too much DIY, but giving them the information to make empowered decisions about their car and get to know how to take care of it better.
Yeah. And look, don't overlook the idea of doing one of these car care clinics. Anytime that you have the opportunity to get people into your facility so that they can see, the way that you care about your facility, that it's clean, that it's organized, so that they can meet your team. Once they step foot in your shop, if there's someone who has never been in your shop and they step foot into your shop and you give them a good impression, then you are now the shop that they're going to come to when they need repair, or if they hear somebody else talking about needing auto repair, your shop is going to be the one that comes, top of mind. And hosting these events, I wouldn't say that it's that it's the easiest thing in the world. If it's done well, it's going to take some preparation. And, I know a lot of y'all are some serious overachievers. So, you'll make it over the top events, but it's worth it. And we do have some resources on hosting events, and we will put those into the show notes. So yes, Spring Car Care Month, doing car care clinics, great thing to do for marketing your shop.
We've also got, Brian put this on here, he'll probably want to talk about it, but VITA, which is Video Every Day in April, he did this in August, so I guess it might only apply to the A months, but we've got April and August, so I'll let you share a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Vita, I like Carolyn said, I did it in August. I did a podcast about it. I did a video about it, and it's more than anything, Vita is about getting you comfortable with using video. Because I've said this for a long time, I'll continue to say it for a long time, and I don't know that anything is going to happen in the immediate future that is going to make this not true anymore. But video is the most powerful tool that you can use for promoting your auto repair shop. And you getting comfortable with being on camera and learning to see things in the shop that is like, oh, this would be a good video, and having the willingness to just right away, without even thinking about it, pull out your cell phone and to shoot a video, go live, upload it, whatever you're going to do with it, it doesn't matter as long as it gets posted. That is going to make you money. That is some of the most powerful marketing that you can do. And Vita is one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm making a commitment that I'm going to do a video every single day this month. And you know what? If you're just doing it for the sake of business and you want to say, I'm going to do it every single weekday of the month, then whatever. You can make the rules behind your own Vita. But if you will commit to it and you put it out there that I'm going to do this, and you stick by your commitment, when you get to the end of the month, you're going to be a different person on video. And you're going to do exactly what I said, where you will learn to see things happening in the shop and you won't think twice about it. You won't be afraid to get on camera. You won't be like, oh, I hate the way that I sound on camera. I hate the way that I look on camera. Or, oh, I need a $2,000 Blackmagic video camera to do this with. No, you're going to learn to pull the phone out of your pocket, use the resources that you have, and go make money with it, because that's exactly what's going to happen when you get consistent at doing this.
We should have had a disclaimer disclaimer, Brian Walker is talking about video again. He's not going to stop.
Nope, not
But
going to
we
happen.
just talked about how we weren't going to stop talking about video. It is a really good challenge, though, and I know there's a whole podcast on it, like Brian said, so we can put that in the show notes as well, so y'all can go listen to it. See if it sparks any reason to give this a shot. And again, if you're listening to this at the end of February or the beginning of March, you've got plenty of time to convince yourself to do it, basically, or to go listen to that podcast and figure out a couple more reasons why you could do it, or help get prepared for it if you are unsure about it. Couple other things going on in April. Let's see. It's National Pickleball Month. So if pickleball is big in a lot of communities, it's very big in the Shop Marketing Pros community per JR. If you've talked to him, you've probably talked about pickleball. But not everything has to be automotive related or even related to your shop or something personal to you. If it's just something fun and you can make an engaging post about it, don't be afraid to just make an engaging post.
Yeah.
We've also got oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, you got National EMS Week in April, and a lot of shops, or a lot of small businesses in general, they love to take these weeks and these days where you're celebrating, people who are serving their community and doing something nice for them. So, it might be, well, gosh, I know shops that do free oil changes for veterans on Veterans Day or Memorial Day, or if they happen to be closed, they'll do it like during that week leading up to it or after it. And they just, I mean, they'll do hundreds of oil changes at no charge. And you'll think, you might think to yourself, well, how can I afford to do that? But man, publicity like that is it's really great, but you also shouldn't necessarily do it with the idea of, oh, I got to get new business out of this. You just do it because it's a cool thing to do for people that gave so much, to you. But with EMS, our first responders in general, these people, they they do work that is worthy of celebrating them. Um, so a discount, you know, maybe you're not doing free oil changes. Maybe you're doing a 20% discount or something like that. Whatever it is that you choose to do.
Or if you offer discounts or things like that all year round, I know that a lot of shops offer a veterans discount or a first responders discount or a teacher's discount, anything like that, if they show that they're a teacher, or show that they're within that profession. So even if it's just your reminder to educate people on that and show them that that's just your way of saying thank you. It's not that at that point, it's about giving something back to people who have those hard and challenging jobs within our community. Um, if it's 10% off or something small, just educating people on that, letting them know that you offer it so that they can take advantage of it and feel your appreciation.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And then April, well, I mean, tax day is in April. You got April 15th. But people should be receiving their tax returns, all through March, April, May. And during those months, you want to promote that. We've been talking about that in the last couple of months. I think we started back in February, talking about uh, doing marketing around tax returns and getting people to use those extra funds that they have on getting their car back in shape, or if they're going to use it as a down payment on a used car, promoting those pre-purchase inspections. And then, there's companies out there that do those rebate checks, that go along with like tax time, and you can do something like that. So, all through, like I say, March, April, May, make sure that you're using the tax refund, as a promotional tool.
Yes. And then another, getting into the days of April, there's obviously starting off strong with April Fools is a very easy one to put a joke on your social media. We, JR, I think we've talked about this before, even on this series of podcasts, but JR usually tells the team, or at least some of the team, a dad joke almost every single day. And
Mhm.
so it's just become a thing that we associate some of our morning meetings with dad jokes. So who in your shop is that person? Who's the one that's always cracking a joke? Who's the one that always catches the joke and can finish the punchline? Or what is everybody's best joke? Get them on camera. Brian always says, take out your phone and walk around the shop with the camera and just ask people the questions. Ask them what their best joke is. Ask them what their worst joke is. It could be anything like that, just to get them, one, it helps get them comfortable on camera, and two, it's fun and people like seeing it. And as much as people can like hate on, be like, oh, that wasn't funny, like it probably wasn't, but it was entertaining at the end of the day, and it made them engage. It made them get to know, like, and trust you and your team a little bit. And nobody cares if you have bad jokes. Like, it's still a joke.
All right. April 2nd, National Ride Your Horse to a Bar Day. Okay. I just need somebody to do something with this, please. Like somebody do something and like send it to me because I've got to see what you do with it.
This is very, I'm having deja vu. Was it milk a cow on an airplane day or something?
Something like that. Yes. I forget that was in February or January or February.
That was in January, February. So every couple of months, there's like a die-hard day that Brian he needs to see the post. So somebody, if you've got a horse, please ride it to the bar, put it on your business page. Um, Ride it up to a bar at your shop if there's the counter at your shop or something.
I mean, hey, if somebody's car is broken, they might have to ride their horse to the bar. Uh, you know, keep keep your car in great condition so you don't have to ride your horse to a bar.
This is true.
Yeah. Mhm.
This is true. A fun one for all of you off-roaders and Jeep lovers, anybody that drives a four-wheel drive vehicle. April 4th is National 4x4 Day, or four-wheel drive day. So it's a very fun one to do something with, if your shop is within that realm, if you do anything like that, posting even just a fun post, that is probably one of the easiest ones to just say like happy 4x4 day. It's kind of like May the 4th be with you or something at Star Wars Day. You don't have to do a whole big thing with it. People just get it and it's fun to engage with.
Do you know what else is April 4th? World Rat Day. And I could totally see doing something about celebrating these little creatures that chew wires into oblivion and create repairs for shops to do. Not that anybody wants those types of repairs, but
I wasn't sure where I saw the note and I saw World Rat Day and I was like, is there another thing? Am I missing it?
hey, those are some of the most interesting posts. I mean, you lift a hood and there's a nest and wires are just chewed all to pieces. Hey, celebrate the rats.
The second you said it, I knew where you were going with it. So people love seeing that. It's the most interesting thing. Until I worked here, I never thought about that. I mean, I know like cats might get in your engine or something, but I don't know if it's just that doesn't happen as often in Louisiana. But I remember the first time a client sent a picture like that, I was
Mm-hmm.
bewildered. Um, but anyways,
Yeah.
we've also got on the 5th is National Read a Roadmap Day. So not super automotive related, but kind of car related. Maybe asking your staff who knows how to read a roadmap, who could get from place to place without Google Maps. I could not. So
Also on the 5th is International Pillow Fight Day. And I know some shop owners that would absolutely have some violent pillow fights in the middle of the shop. And I'm not advocating that you do that because it might lead to a workers' comp claim. However, if you did it and it happened to be on video, it would probably make some pretty good social media content.
it would. And if there's a workers' comp claim, we are not advising what to do with the
No,
video.
no, matter
I
of
almost said something and I was like, we're not advising anything.
no, I'm actually telling you, do not do that. It would probably lead to a workers' comp claim. So definitely don't do that. But if you did, it would probably make good social media content.
Yes.
All right. April 12th is National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day. All right. And I could, like, that would be so fun to, bring in the, I don't know, the barbecue pit or something and just get all of the fixings that you could possibly think of and let people make these epic, like get your team to have a challenge to see who can make the most epic grilled cheese as voted on by your clients.
I have to do that. Maybe not just for myself, even just a grilled cheese bar.
Mm-hmm.
I love that idea. There's also So every month, I don't know if we had any in March, but just about every month also has a day for states. So your state probably has a day somewhere within the year. So figure out what day that is, especially if you're somewhere where like people have a lot of state pride or anything like that. In April, we have Nebraska, Colorado, North Dakota, South Dakota days. And so see where your day is. If you're in any of those states, you can talk a little bit about that. If y'all have to do inspections, that's a great day to talk about inspections or just talk about some fun things in your state that you like.
So April 15th is both Tax Day and National That Sucks Day. And I don't think that it's a coincidence that those 2 days are on the same day. But National That Sucks Day, I mean, I could see going around the shop and showing some repairs that need to be done. And it's like, that sucks. Yeah.
That is a good one. Also on the 15th is Take a Wild Guess Day. So that could be a fun one to take the same approach of take a wild guess what happened in this vehicle or take a wild guess what happened in the shop today. So many of these, if you just read them and it just kind of gets you thinking and lets your creative juices start flowing. So we don't go over all of these in these episodes, but we do have them listed in the show notes, and there's more listed in the show notes and on the websites we mentioned. So don't forget to just go read over them, even if you compile a whole list of things yourself, but let it drive some creativity and just see what you come up with, even if it doesn't relate to that day at all.
Yeah. And, go check out National Day Calendar. days of the year or daysoftheyear.com. And you're going to see that we're just touching on some of these things. There are so many of these crazy days. April 17th, National Auctioneers Day. Go around and have your staff try to be an auctioneer. That could be fun.
Have your service advisors answer the phone like an auctioneer. I know we have shops that have done that for Talk Like a Pirate Day. Be like, ahoy, it's somebody's auto repair.
So, all right. April 20th is Easter. Of course, that's going to be a Sunday, but still, Easter obviously being the biggest holiday of the month. If you are people of faith, then there's lots that you can do with that. Or it could be doing the egg. What do you call it?
Egg hunt?
Yes, the egg hunt.
Egg scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
April 21st is my birthday, so that's also a very large holiday, but
Mm-hmm.
don't talk about too much. 22nd is Girl Scout Leaders Day, Earth Day, and National Jelly Bean Day. I know a lot of shops who are involved with the Girls and the Boy Scouts that might have cookies at their shop when it's in season. So if you do anything with the Girls and Boy Scouts in your community, that can be a great thing to touch base on that
Car
day.
care clinic, merit
Car care clinic.
badge clinic.
There you go.
They need to get that car care badge, and you can be the one to help them do it.
We've also got Earth Day, which it's so easy to give automotive a lot of hate on something like Earth Day, but when you look at how green I think a lot of shops try to be and the steps that have to be taken to dispose of batteries properly or to deal with all of the oil and like the waste that comes from a shop and that it's done respectfully. If you do any of those things I think there's a shop that we know that like gives their tires back to some organization within the community and they shred the used tires to make playground material. So it's like the ground of the playground.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do with the waste in your shop and how does it get repurposed within your community? Jelly Bean Day is just fun. Jelly beans, I feel like I always associate with Easter, so it's fun that they're very close together this year. There's also that game called Bean Boozled. If you've never played that, it would be really funny to play it with your team and get that on video. It's not workers' comp liable, so you might eat a jelly bean that's supposed to taste like gross vegetables, but you don't know if it's like sour apple or vomit or something, but
Oh, that's disgusting.
it's fun to film.
I bet that would be. Um, or you could just have like the big jar of jelly beans and have people take a guess of how many jelly beans are in the jar and, give away something to the winner. April 28th, Clean Comedy Day. That would be another one where, just like Caroline talked about, going around and having people tell their favorite joke. It's got to be a clean joke. And then the 29th, Viral Video Day. Try to make a viral video. And I know that's ridiculous. I always think that it's like people talk about, oh, I'm going to make a viral video. And it's like, yeah, it doesn't really work that way. But it's Viral Video Day, so you could give it a shot and see if you could get something to go viral. Yeah.
That's the perfect ending to wrap out the month before the end of Vita. If you're doing video every day in April, I think that's another reason to do video every day in April. If you needed one more reason to be convinced,
Yeah.
maybe one of your videos will go viral.
Yeah. So I don't know, anything else that we should talk about for April?
I think we pretty much touched on a lot of it. One that was more of a general topic is the idea of April showers bring May flowers.
Oh yeah.
So that's a really easy thing when you think about wiper blades, using Aquapel, tires, keeping your car clean, that kind of spring cleaning approach, and all of the like anything fluid based it's got to do with the vehicle, how that can power safe driving, maintain your vehicle longer, and provide longevity and like education for your customers on that topic.
That was when we had our shop, we used to sell Aquapel, and during various times of the year. So we were a Bosch service center, so we sold the Bosch Icon wiper blades and the Aquapel treatment. And I mean, you talk about something that when somebody leaves after having that done and the first rainstorm that they're in, they will think that you are their hero. And you can come up with a package like for a certain amount. We do the wiper blades and the aquapel, and I'm telling you, they'll love you when you do it. So, um, April is also continuing into, you're getting pretty good into spring at that point. So you can keep hammering home that spring maintenance and spring cleaning that we talked about last month, changing back to summer tires, So yeah, there's a lot to be done in April. All right. Well, we are going to close this one out, and we will see you in about a month when we talk about May's marketing. We are going to be putting all of these onto a single page at some point here in the near future. It's possible it will already be done, and we'll just continue. We'll just add them to the page as we go throughout the year, but we'll be letting you know how you can access that. I hope that you will listen in again next week. And look, remember, we're just one of a handful of podcasts on the Aftermarket Radio Network. You can find the others at aftermarketradionetwork.com. Thank you again to our sponsors, RepairPal and AppFueled. But like I said, listen in again next week. And until then, go fill those bays.